What's up, guys? Nate here with Reunion Racing. We're out here at Cedar Hill Race Festival, day 2. Figured I'd do a pre-race intro, kind of like 1096 Cycling does. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He does race content here in North Texas, but this race will be fun. I just got a trainer like 2 weeks ago. Been off the bike for about 8 months. I'm in the middle of a training block, and I have no idea how it's going to go today, but the hill killed me last year, so I have low expectations. Goals for today really was just to put another Reunion kid on the line. We're the largest team representing in Cat 4-5, so wanted to come out, support the teammates, get on the line for the first time this season, and see how it goes. So we'll see what happens. Let's go. Alright guys, here we are, first thing off the start line. First thing you'll probably notice is, Nate, where's your power? Where's your cadence? Well, it's taken me 2 weeks to find any sort of system that'll overlay my telemetry data, so we're working with what we got. Maybe I'll get more data in here as the season goes on. I hope I can, because it makes it a lot more interesting for me and a lot more interesting for you guys too. Anyway, we're cooking off the start line. You can see we're already hitting 25 miles an hour. I don't know if everyone was just antsy, if it's because it's the first road race of the season, everyone's trying to blow out the cobwebs, but this race started fast. You can see here that I'm sitting about 5th wheel, so going right according to plan. I wanted to get out in front, stay in that 7 to 15 range, so that way I could at least maybe stick with the front for a little bit and not get slinky off the back. For those who know the Cedar Hill course, you know that we're going to take a little bit of a dog leg here and then turn into the first major hill. This hill is really what makes or breaks the course. I know it broke me. We'll get there in a minute, but in terms of Reunion, we had, I think, 10 guys on the start line here. So our race director, Michael, came to us with a game plan. And that game plan was, since we have the most guys on the course, the goal was to wear down the peloton as much as possible. I knew there was a couple strong kids in here, a couple good climbers. I think one kid who was out of Houston ended up going off the front and taking first place in the race on Saturday. So our goal was to use our numbers, take guys like me, guys like AJ Erickson, who maybe we're not going to make it to the finish line, but at least we'll be able to contribute in some way. Maybe take a couple flyers and tire out the field, making them chase. We weren't trying to make a break until the last couple of laps. I definitely didn't think I was going to be there, so I was asking Mike all week, like, hey, like, what can I do? I know I'm not going to be on the podium, but how can I help the team? That was his idea. You'll see here pretty quickly that there wasn't a whole lot I could do. I was deep in a training well here. I was already somewhat kind of redlined. If you follow like your fitness and form curves, I was already pretty well tired out. But I did stay here for a couple laps. You see the first big thing that happens here. God, I think this is Adam Lockhart next to me, and I thought I was going to chase this pack of 3 up the road, but then I realized we had a teammate up there, Michael Palma. So we just sat in here and let it go, let him create a gap. And I wanted to let a couple guys pass me, see if the field was going to respond before I pick back up. Coming up to this hill here, I was a little nervous. I haven't been in a group ride since like July, so taking this hill at 40 miles an hour, like, it's kind of moving fast, but you can see we rocked it. It was like riding a bike. Took it just fine. We're able to group back up here at the bottom. Not much came of that little break, but you can see that this hill really stretches the field out. It's really tough to stay close, especially with 4-5. Everyone's early in the season. You're not sure how people are with their descending skills. So I definitely played it more conservative, stayed off of guys' wheels, wasn't being as daring, as adventurous as maybe I would be mid-season. So coming up to the end of lap 1 here, you can see we've got a little bit of a break up the front. This really defines Cat 4-5 racing in Texas. You're not going to see a ton of super tight pelotons. Everyone's a little skittish. I feel like even later in the season, someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but especially once we get up above like 25 miles an hour, things really tend to get strung out. There's not a whole lot of advantage to be had in the draft, but you'll see that it's pretty common for everything to get strung out on that backside and then bunch up together here as we come across the finish line. So at this point, you can see I'm already close to redlining. 180 beats a minute. Normally that's kind of my limit. So I'm sitting in here trying to recover. At this point, I'm still trying to feel things out. Like after that hard start, I thought there's no way we're going to keep up this pace, but I mean, there were some strong guys in this race and they just ended up riding away. But I'm trying to recover as we prep for the second lap up the hill. You can see everyone's moving up, kind of jostling for position. It was a hard ride. You can see there's a little bit of water on the course. Definitely not as bad as yesterday, not as bad as the morning races. It felt pretty dry for us. So course conditions were fantastic. This road was paved a couple years ago, so super smooth, super nice rolling. Got to watch out for the road titties there. It's always making me a little nervous. So you can see we're coming around. We're about 10 seconds from the second time up the hill. My heart rate's at 176. My heart rate does tend to stay high during races. I don't know if that's just because I've never built the base fitness to really get my heart rate down on these efforts or what, but I've never really had a race where I've been able to get my heart rate down below, I would say, the 160s, unless I've been dropped. A little bit about the hill here. I think it's 4.5% grade for 0.3, 0.4 miles. I'll have to look that up, or you can find it in my Strava. It's not enough that it's a long, sustained climb, so it almost feels like the 400 in track. You go run it, you can't really sit in, you can't pace yourself, because there are going to be kids that are up at the front tracking the pace. But at the same time, it's not flat enough to get a really good draft and keep everyone together. You can see where you'll average 14, 16, maybe 17 up the hill. I'm, again, just trying to hang on at this point. Lap 2, I'm dead. Like, I wish that I could help with the team effort here, but I'm just trying to hang on. You can see I've already let a gap go. Not ideal, but I let some folks come through. Call it my best version of sag climbing. But I see that the group kind of bunches up here, so I'm able to pull back in, at least for another lap or two. And again, we pick up speed here. We're coming into the downhill. I wish that I could bomb this, but again, like, we're going 40 miles an hour. This is Cat 4.5. Things are going to be, call it unpredictable. Got to watch out for the bumps in the middle. Got to watch out for guys swerving in, swerving out. I wish I could say I was comfortable descending in the pack, but definitely not yet. Hopefully that's something we can work on as the season goes on. We got Lago Vista coming up here in a couple weeks, so definitely need to get some more practice on that. You can see the leaders are 3, 4, 5 seconds up the road. We're strung out, but you can see we're sticking together. One thing I've never understood, again, this seems like I don't know if it's a Texas thing or what. You can see I'm doing 22 here. I'm super comfortable with these 90-degree turns, but I'm always trimming speed through these turns. I'm grabbing brakes as guys in front of me slow down. I don't know if I'm just more comfortable taking these turns or if folks are worried, but it drives me nuts. You see, we've got this slinky here, a little bit of a gap goes, and I put in an effort, a dig to get back on here. Then everyone slows down again. So I don't know if this is just the leaders that didn't have to put in an effort. Now we're, collapsing that slinky, but I wanted to be back on coming into the third time. I was thinking at this point, maybe I'm able to contribute to some sort of team effort, but again, like I'm pinned. I'm just hanging on for dear life. You can see I got a Villa South guy up top. I'm not sure if that's John Thomas or Leland, but they're a new team. They're a couple of former reunion riders, so enjoy riding with them. They're super strong. John, I feel like we have similar rider profiles. He's a bigger guy. I'm a bigger guy. We both hate these climbs, but enjoy riding the bike. So it's good to see him, get out on the course with him. Again, you can see there's a guy that throws a flyer here into the hill. I'm not going to chase it. I don't think anybody is. We're going to let them tire themselves out and just sit in. Again, I feel like I'm barely recovered at this point. We're heading into the hill again. Like, it's a rough life out there for the heavier riders on this course. And here we go, another time up the hill. I can't remember if it's this lap or the next lap that I get dropped. You can see again, we got another dig here at the bottom of the hill. Good racing by whoever's dictating the pace up at the front, but I'm just not going to be able to follow this. I do hang in here, but watch heart rate quickly climbs. I'll have to go look at my Strava, but I think you're putting in 300-400 watts for about a minute here just to hang on to the lead group. You can see I'm sliding back, call it sag climbing, but honestly I'm just doing my best to hang on. This may be where the rubber band snaps. You see we got Villa South, got a couple riders. That might have been one of the Houston guys, McKinney guy. Everyone rolling up the road. I'm beat. Not a whole lot you can do. One by one. Everyone rolls on by. This might be Adam Lockhart here. I think I catch onto his wheel. He might get us back. Shouted a couple words of encouragement. He shoots off. I'm like, dude, no. But let's see. Maybe we'll organize a chase here to roll back in. You're able to grab a little bit of a draft off this guy, slingshot around. Maybe we do get back on one more lap. Actually, I think we do. Because looking back, when I was watching back this footage, there is one point where I thought maybe I should have taken a small dig. Again, you can see folks grabbing brakes coming into this corner. Wish we would hammer it, but nope, we hammer it on the backside. And I think this is the one. I think this is the last lap I'm able to hang on. You can see I put in an effort here, want to stay on, and everyone just kind of sits up. And because of that, I wanted to slide up here because it is so dead. Maybe I could have put in an effort, but again, like in my head, I'm like, there's no way, like if I put on an effort here, I'm shelled out the back, which ended up being anyway, but oh well. Good things to look back and check out in hindsight. So I sit up, take a drink, somebody else takes a flyer. I'm looking around, getting out of the way, trying to get out of the wind. And just let everyone roll through as we again bunch up here at the start line. And of course, nobody lets flyer hang more than 10 seconds in Cat 4-5 racing. Everyone gets antsy. Can't let them dangle. So here we are putting down wattage 26, 27. Trying to bring this guy back, even though we've got a hill that's gonna probably pull him back to us naturally. You know, it is interesting looking at my heart rate at this point. Like, I thought that I was pinned this whole time, but maybe not. Maybe I had just enough recovery. Like, you know, 172, that's threshold-ish for me, but definitely didn't feel like it. You know, we're putting down some serious watts here, at least for me, just to hang in. I know I eventually popped, but I had an interesting thing happen. I recently did my FTP test, got a trainer, like I said in the intro, about 2 weeks before this race, and was able to hop on, do an FTP test, and in that FTP test, my max heart rate topped out over 200. I want to say it was like 201, which was surprising for me. You know, in the past, I think at the max, or the highest that I got it when I was racing in the heat of summer last summer, I was in like the low 190s. So surprising to me to see my heart rate get that high. I thought maybe it was a calibration issue with my heart rate monitor, but I don't know, maybe it has something to do with being completely rested. You know, I hadn't been on the bike for 6, 7, 8 months. So I'll leave that one for the exercise physiologist to answer. But at this point, my heart rate's kind of slid back into those normal ranges I'm used to as I was racing the last couple seasons. You can see here, another dig. I'm a 178. There one goes. I can't match it. This is my race. There goes the moto. And we're shelled. I didn't realize it, but at this point I had several teammates behind me, which we'll see later in the race. But this was kind of disheartening for me. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of expectations, but hoped I could hold on for longer than 4 laps. But that's part of racing. Can't be in top form for all your races. So that was my race. Kind of went to plan for me. Wish I could have done more to help the team. You know, my teammate Mike Palma, he missed the podium by like a quarter of a second, so was bummed at that. But overall, it was a great race day for the team. Everyone got out, had good fitness, had a good ride. You'll see later on. We got to do some fun team time trial tactics. So that 5 times fast, as we all kind of came together later in the race. do you think?
I'm chilling, dude. I'm at first home.
Same.
So back.
Same. Hope Mike and Juan were able to hang on.
Yeah, Mike was. Raptors are climbing really strong.
I might cramp out.
Oh. I about lost my calf there. God damn.
Halfway there. Wearing his base layer. Now that the sun's out.
Yeah. I'm glad I went.
It's a group ride. Here we go. There's fun reunion here.
Fun.
Sounds like a good time. Right?
Alexa's pulling us around. hope so.
You don't get lapped and that makes it big. Yeah, I got lapped on the last lap yesterday.
Yeah.
Just by the leader though, not by second place.
So I hear a motorbike.
Yeah, here we go. Just the lone leader.
Looks like it.
Guy by himself.
Yeah. on back. Stay right. Stay right.
Go far left. Take the right hand turn to the inside. Take the turn wide. cross the line together at least, maybe for a good phone call off.
You talking Champs-Elysees style or sprint?
Not necessarily side by side, but
We all get up for a bunch
hands
sprint?
up in the air like Jumbo Visma.
Yeah.
This is Jonas, I can't ride it with hands. We're gonna sprint each other? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
This game ended several minutes ago. Got this, man.
Finish strong.